Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today I just want to give you a quick tip you can use to make a crash montage video in BeamNG.drive on pretty much any computer. No matter how laggy it is normally, there is a way you can make it not lag for a montage video. Now, this is not the kind of video I normally make. This is a video I have no interest in, but a lot of people do like montages. So to show you the tip I want to talk about, I'm just going to go to the descent and spawn tons of cars. So many cars that I don't even want to show it to you because it's going to take so long. Once all those cars are spawned up, I'll show you the tip. So here's the setup we're going to use. We have a ton of trucks right there, as well as one truck down here. That is my truck. Now, if you watch that truck as it falls down the cliff, you notice it is not smooth. Like, those motions are very slow and jerky because the frame rate is really low. Right now, we're hitting about 4 frames per second. And if you're making just a montage video where it's just to show off crashing, that isn't going to work out. If you're making a video that's a review of something, that's all right, because it's like, well, this thing makes everything lag terribly, and that's what people would actually experience if they downloaded it. If you're making a montage, though, that's not what people care about. For the montage, it's supposed to run smooth. And the trick to make it run smooth for when it normally wouldn't is you record everything in slow-mo and then speed it up later on in editing. For most things, you could record it at 8 times slower and then speed it up by 8 times, and you'll be able to hit 60 frames per second. Some things, like this one, are so extreme you have to slow it down even more than that. Since I have 4 frames per second, I need to have like 16 times slower for this to for sure be able to hit 60 frames per second after editing. And all that matters is you know what speed you put it at, so that way when you're editing, you can make sure you make the numbers match up, so it's not like running kind of slow-mo but not really, or faster than real time. You just gotta make sure the numbers match up. So right there we put it at 16 times slower, which means I get 10 frames per second, so I could actually record this at 160 frames per second in the end, but that's more than YouTube does, so it doesn't really matter. But once that's set up, we can tell the AI to attack my car, and now we can watch all these trucks fall, and it'll be crazy to watch probably, because this is going to be in real time. Now, while you're watching this, I have 2 pointers I want to add. First, when you're editing the video and speeding things up, don't speed up the audio that comes with the video, because that audio isn't slowed down when it's recorded. So if you speed it up, it just kind of sounds like chaos. And you're better off probably just putting some music in the background because it's a montage. Montages are usually fine with just music. The second thing is, don't move the camera a lot, because every little movement you do will be sped up by 16 times, and it makes it really hard to follow things. You're better off just setting the camera in a place, recording, then when everything's out of the frame, freeze physics, move the camera, and edit moving the camera out entirely. So hopefully this is helpful to some people out there who want to make montages. I'm not going to be making montages because that's not what I have interest in, but this was inspired by a person who made a montage, said, hey, look at my video on one of my comments, and everything was running at a very low frame rate. Using this method, you should be able to record anything in BeamNG.drive at 60 frames per second in real time, or slow-mo if you're creative with your editing. Hopefully this is helpful to anybody out there who is making montages, and until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya!